Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly rested without guilt? We live in a world that praises hustle, glorifies exhaustion, and calls burnt out ambition. But what if the very thing we are chasing for success is quietly costing us our mental health? Today, we are talking about the secret cause of the culture of hustling, the emotional, the psychological, and the spiritual toll no one wants you about. Because constant grinding doesn't just drain your energy, it rewires your brain, it disconnects you from yourself, and slowly it erodes your peace. It wears out your peace. In this video, we are pulling back the curtain, not to shame hard work, not to shame the hustle that you do, but to expose the hidden damage of living in a survival mode. If you have been feeling anxious, numb, exhausted, or like rest feel unsafe, comment down in the comment section what you have been feeling from constant grinding, from constant working, from constant hustling. This conversation is actually for you. Let's talk. Let's have some conversation. Welcome to Thrive Recovery Academy, where we don't just help you cope, we help you heal, we reset, and we thrive. Hi, my name is nurseobi. I am passionate about mental health and addiction recovery. Today, we are going to be talking about the effects of the culture of hustling on your mental health. What is hustle culture? What is the culture of hustling? The culture of hustling is a societal mindset that glorifies constant work, extreme productivity, and ambition. It's a societal norm that makes you feel that when you work long hours and sacrifice your well-being, is the badge of honor for achieving success. But funny enough, this is often fueled by social media and the fact that you want to live big, you want to buy good things for yourself. I'm not saying it's wrong to buy good things for yourself. I'm not saying it's wrong to live big. But to the fact that is detrimental to your mental health is what we are trying to bring out when you are surviving instead of you to be thriving. Do you know that when you hustle too much, do you know that when you work really hard, when you spend long hours at your job, grinding and working hard, it affects your mental health? Do you know that it leads to burnt out? Do you know that it leads to stress? It leads to negative impact on your mental and physical health. Hustle culture teaches us that our value is tied to our output. That our value is not tied to our character. That our value is not tied to our peace. That our value is not wholeness. But it always values us as to the output that we produce. Hustle culture looks like overworking without boundaries. It looks like constant pressure to do more. It looks like ignoring your body signals. It looks like you accepting exhaustion as fatigue. It looks like you feeling guilty when you are resting. The culture of hustle doesn't ask if you are okay. It only asks what next? What next? You are at your job. You're not even done with the hours you are working. You are thinking of how you want to go to the second job to go get more hours. What is the psychological cause of hustle culture? Number one is chronic anxiety. The nervous system is stuck in a flight or a fight mode. You are hyper vigilant, very sensitive to anything. You have racing thoughts. Do you know that your brain is never designed to be in a survival mode 24 hours, 7 days a week? Yes, your brain is actually developed to rest. Number two, it is a situation where depression is disguised as fatigue. When you are having emotional numbness or possibility that you have lost your joy, or when hopelessness is masked as being tired. Number three is identity burnt out. You forget who you are outside your productivity. You don't know how to rest without feeling guilty. Yes, it happens to most of us, most times. Even me, sometimes I'll be like, oh, the date on my off days, I'll be like, what am I even doing? I have so much things I need to do. What am I doing? I should be working somewhere, making some money. Meanwhile, it is a psychological costs for me. What are the medical and neurological costs of hustle culture? One, it elevates your cortisol. It causes inflammation. It causes sleep disruption. It causes hormonal imbalance. It causes immune suppression. When hustle culture becomes chronic stress, your brain rewires itself for survival and not productivity, not joy, and not healing. The body always keeps the score for all this. What are the common symptoms you see when you are having this hustle culture? You may have headache, you may have some GI issues, constipation, diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. You may have hypertension. You may have emotional dysregulation. You may have substance misuse as coping. Yes, most of us fall in this category. We want to take coffee to suppress the fact that we are tired. We want to take coffee to stay awake so that we can walk. God encourages us to rest. If you read very well in Psalm 127 verse 2, the Bible says, it is vain that you rise up early and stay up late, for he gives his beloved sleep. God himself is encouraging us that we should rest. He said God gives his beloved sleep. So it is detrimental for you to work long, very, very long hours without you having adequate sleep. Why is hustle dangerous in recovery? Hustle is dangerous in recovery because if you are going through the fact that you are hustling while recovery, its productivity replaces substances. Your achievement becomes emotional anesthetics. You see your emotions as medicine for your achievements. There's no space in your body for processing pain. Do you know that you can be sober and still emotionally addicted to hustle? Yes. Recovery requires you to slow down. Recovery requires emotional honesty. You gotta be honest to yourself. Recovery requires nervous system safety. Your nervous system needs to be safe. Recovery requires self-compassion. How do you shift from hustling to thriving? We are going to use Thrive from the Thrive Recovery Academy framework. Our T represents tune into your body. H is honor your limits. R, rest without guilt. I, integrate healing habits. V, value overdoing. E, engage in sustainable purpose. What are the practical tools you can do? Daily nervous system checking. You need to schedule rest time. You need to say no without explanation. For those of us that normally pick a lot of schedules, pick a lot of hours, we need to know how to say no to such kind of offers. Replacing urgency with intention. You gotta be intentional about everything. Success is not how much you can endure. Success is how well you can live. Hustle culture told you to grind until you break. Healing invites you to build a life that doesn't require escape. At Thrive Recovery Academy, we believe you don't have to destroy yourself to build something meaningful. You were not created to live in survival mode. You were created to thrive. If this resonates well with you, subscribe to this channel, comment, share, and like. Thank you so much for having me. I will see you in my next one. My name again is nurseobi. Thank you.